Eyeballs and head jokes.
In 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to episode 205. Eye pokes. 205. It's 205.
It's 205?
It's 100%. It's 205.
We the cruiserweights out here?
We cruiserweights right now. We cruiserweights.
Okay.
No, I don't even like the term cruiserweight. I prefer the term Super Junior.
Juniors?
How about that? Super Junior.
Super Juniors.
Come on, our preference is New Japan, so let's just throw some stuff in there. My preference is
lightweight?
New Japan. No, I ain't no lightweight.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Anyways, welcome back to episode iPoks and Head Jokes, episode 205. It's your boy, Mr. Alex. On the other side, we got New Cooler in the house. New Cooler is his fucking Twitter handle, whatever, you see that. We're here to talk about a pretty busy weekend on the wrestling front and on the UFC front as well. So we're gonna talk about WWE's recent announcements. We're gonna talk about the latest on New Japan / Jay White news, some AEW news as well. Maybe get into some Dark Side of the Ring talk real quick before it actually premieres season 3, which we don't know when that's going to happen, but there's been talks about it coming out a little bit later this year. And then we're going to talk about UFC on ABC,
and the April
Holloway versus Kattar, and exactly, and Impact's Hard to Kill pay-per-view. And guess what? I actually watched the Impact pay-per-view, man. Like, the whole thing.
Did you watch the whole thing?
The whole thing. I actually did. Even though, I'm going to be honest with you, when we get to it, I took a nap in the first 2 matches. I'm not going to lie. Then after that, it all started going. We'll talk about it when we get to it. I just want to, start with the WWE stuff. We could get
sleeping on Impact?
We get to it, yeah, literally. So, into the latest news from WWE, breaking news that we've been told, I think today or yesterday. I think it was this morning that they announced it, right? Or yesterday.
What's
Not
that?
entirely sure.
What are we talking about?
WrestleMania is to be set in Tampa Bay for 2021, Dallas in 2022, and Los Angeles in 2023.
I think they said that like Friday. I think that was Friday.
It might have been this last weekend. I'm not entirely sure. So this year, it's supposed to be April 10th and 11th. They're still doing the 2-day shit. I'm trying to copy off of Wrestle Kingdom again. So
no, not really.
Yes,
but yes,
really.
because they should just keep it NXT WrestleMania and just swamp talent from both shows. Honestly, because
I agree.
That's already the original idea, and that's already the original 2-day back-to-back idea. 3-day, honestly, if you want to put the Hall of Fame and pretty much that whole weekend.
Personally, I don't really care about the Hall of Fame.
I don't care either because there's a bunch of people in there. There's a few people that I don't care about that's in there, and there's a bunch of people that's not in there that should be in there. I think they should definitely make the class a lot, like certain classes.
I think that should be like a week before. It shouldn't be part of WrestleMania. I get why it's part of WrestleMania weekend, but whatever. Either way,
it should be.
So like I said, April 10th and 11th is WrestleMania. I almost said Wrestle Kingdom. And April 3rd is WrestleMania in Dallas, and April 2nd is WrestleMania in LA. Should be really good. I don't feel like going to Tampa. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, it's like
that's
not saying that there's something wrong about Tampa, but like, it's just.
Why would you say that? That's the rock
home. That's what I'm not saying. Like, I have friends that live in Tampa, and they're just like, you get bored, bro.
Why?
But obviously for WrestleMania weekend, like, it'll be pumped up and everything will be cool. And I don't know why they live in Tampa. They just live in Tampa. Like, I asked them the same thing when they moved. They were like,
I was waiting for you to. I was trying to see if you were just going to bypass that.
WrestleMania in Dallas and LA for sure. Definitely want to go for WrestleMania weekend, as we discussed. You were like, WrestleMania? I was like, fine, WrestleMania weekend. Assuming things are more back to normal,
Yeah, it's likely for Hollywood. I don't know. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind going just to go to any of them. Obviously, just not the one that's coming up because vaccines are not fully
Ready?
given out.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Not fully ready. Virus is still around, and
virus is always going to be around though at this point.
It's always going to be around.
It's going to be another flu, unfortunately now.
It's going to be another flu. Hopefully, the shit turns into the measles and polio, where
it gets phased out. I don't think so.
Yes,
that's not going to happen.
50
years. It's part of the ecosystem now, bro. That's it. It's just like a regular cold. It's just like getting pneumonia. Same thing. It's all part of the coronavirus family. Like it's here to stay. Unfortunately, like now we just have a shot that could help prevent you getting it more often.
I'm just saying I have.
It would be lovely. It would be lovely. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just think I'm hoping that it'll get phased out like that because I still don't understand why flu is still here. Let that shit get phased out. It's a regular thing. Yeah,
it's just like this thing. It's just like COVID. COVID's mutating faster than the flu actually does. So it's not like that's where it becomes an issue. But the thing is, the vaccines are based on mRNA technology within. It's not like that they're using a virus to put into you. It's just different things. Also, it's not a weakened virus. It's a different alternative. It's a different structure to the vaccine. The whole thing. I don't know how to really explain. I'm not a scientist, but overall, I know it's not.
This is not what we talk about.
Either way, WrestleMania in Dallas and WrestleMania in LA. I'm with it. Mainly because I haven't been in LA in a pretty fucking long time. Also, I want to go to Dallas barbecue, bro. Fuck this Dallas barbecue. I want legit.
I haven't been to Dallas. I haven't been to Dallas and I haven't been to LA since 2018.
They say everything's bigger in Texas, right? Let's go get some dinosaur ribs, legit ones.
Brontosaurus. No, those are Brontosaurus burgers. Yeah, either way, whatever.
Yeah, either way. Whatever. I think it should be cool. Hopefully, again, like you said, this whole COVID thing is more controlled. We get some type of herd immunity by then with all the vaccines, and we're able to enjoy our things to a certain extent. And COVID goes by the way of the flu, and it's just part of the regular thing overall. But that's the latest news from WWE. We're still waiting to hear on. I think he should be fine. What's his face? Drew McIntyre. By the time Royal Rumble comes around, because it'll have been 14 days. If he tests negative again, he should be able to go for Royal Rumble against Goldberg. Hopefully, he fucking destroys Goldberg right out the bat. But yeah, that's all I got for fucking WWE news at the moment.
There's a lot of inappropriate jokes that could have happened in that whole
absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
But yeah, I don't know. It's Goldberg. I'm
over it. I'm done. I'm done with old heads coming back. I'm done. I'm done. That's it.
That's really it. But we've always this has always happened.
Yeah.
It's just that they haven't stuck around as long.
Unless you've been active, like Jericho, where you can still go.
Or Flair back in the day.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm okay with that as long as you're on the active roster. You coming back after 5 months, 6 months off, and then you have a shitty match at a pay-per-view. That it just, for me, it's I'm done with that happening. I don't mind there being all the people on the roster at all. I'm just tired of seeing people come back that look rusty as fuck and can't carry a match. That's it. That's all. That's my biggest issue.
Yeah. I want to. Yeah, if you can't do your own finisher move, don't get in the ring.
Yeah.
Don't get on TV. If you can't do your own finisher, don't get in the ring to fight on, especially a pay-per-view.
Exactly.
Like, you know how many people want to see a jackhammer? Everyone's doing a spear, but you know how many people want to see a jackhammer?
Exactly, because nobody really does it.
Actually, no. The last person I saw that did a jackhammer. Yeah. The last person that I remember that did a jackhammer.
Ishii did it.
He did do it.
To Jay White.
Yeah. Oh, I'm thinking Jordan Grace though. I forgot who Jordan Grace did it to, but it was right after. It was right after Crown Jewel, and she was like, "Yeah, this is how it's done.
Yeah,
this is how it's done." One hand and everything.
Ishii did a vertical Vertical
brain
buster. That's what he did. It wasn't the jackhammer, but
like you always.
I know.
Still
A fucking horrible move.
Now, since you're talking about
because we're talking
New
about
Japan,
Ishii
let's talk about
doing New Japan stuff. So real quick, Jay White, as of now, has been taken off the New Japan roster. Further fueling, he's gonna leave or whatever. Yeah, online on the internet. But he's still being promoted for other shows starting in March and this. So we're starting to think it might be yes, there's obvious interest from the WWE, from AEW or whatever, from other promotions overall, because his contract was running out supposedly. But that might be all part of the storyline at this point, because he's still booked for shows in March, which is what we thought. When it comes to New Japan, they really take their storytelling serious, for obvious reason. So they'll play up the fact that he might want to leave. Yeah, there's still a 50-50 chance he might actually leave, and they still have him booked for other stuff. But, they probably have him pre-booked for that stuff while they, maybe renegotiate contract, because if they go, seeing...
And he's most likely taking a break. He's most he killed 2020.
He carried New Japan for 2020.
He owned it.
That he was best wrestler of the year in 2020. He was the top guy. Who do you pick?
Yeah. I don't know him. It's not that I pick him; is that I can't debate him.
I think he's had the most impact in terms, besides Bayley, because Bayley fucking carried that women's division. Let's be real. Besides Bayley, and by the way,
she is women's wrestling for 2020.
By the way, Sports Illustrated, you got it all fucked up putting Sasha Banks at number 1 for 2020. Get the fuck out of here. If you're gonna put anybody at number 1, it has to be Bayley. It has to be Bayley, because Bayley had that title for how long? She ran 2020 for how long until she lost? Yeah, Sasha won shit. Cool, great. But it was Bayley 2020. Don't get me wrong. They worked really well in tandem. They worked really well in tandem. They did. I'm not gonna refute that. But at the end of the day, Bayley held that shit down. Either way, besides Jay White, I would put Bayley up there for best wrestler for 2020. Best overall 2020, everything is Jay White, hands down.
What you said? Sports Illustrated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think Sports Illustrated they made a list based on other things too, as well. She's in The Mandalorian. She's hot on social media. She takes that title in some regards, but I don't think best pro wrestler as far as
I don't know wrestling goes. But they had all wrestlers on there, so I don't know what they were really talking about. But overall,
it was
Moxley really number 6. They had Moxley number 6. So it is what it is. Either way, Jay White, I think he's still gonna. I'm hoping he resigns with New Japan. They're still saying it's a 50-50 shot, but I'm just hoping this is all part of just a fucking what's it called? Storyline. And I hope it's all working, and I hope the interest from WWE actually makes him more money in New Japan. To be honest with you, because I don't see any reason why he should be leaving.
I hope it makes everyone because this is the most that we've heard Jay White's name in the last 2-3 years. Even though we've been saying his name a lot, this is the most. This is the most that we've heard.
The casual fans that mainly just watch WWE and NXT.
Other wrestling, yes. Social media and other wrestling podcasts. This is the reason why they're talking about him. Other than him being a part of Bullet Club, because he's part of Bullet Club, but these articles don't say Bullet Club.
No, they don't mention any of that shit at all. Wrestler. Yeah. So the thing is
it's not like he runs around differently than Bullet Club, because he wears that. It's just
he is Bullet. Right now, he technically is Bullet. He's
yeah.
So
I don't know because it's weird, because Bullet Club in the U.S. is just what it's not a real thing, but it's
we'll get to that.
That's why I stopped.
Just stop right there. We'll get to that. But yeah, so I think he should stay at the end of the day. I hope he gets more money, and I hope that propels him to being the fucking champ in the future. Like, he should be champ over there. Like, absolutely.
Long-term
exactly.
champion.
Like, that man did not put a foot wrong in that match. I rewatched that match 3 times and not put a foot wrong in that match and still lost. And it after watching it, I'm like, it kind of irks me now. I'm just like, he had the performance of a lifetime. He had the performance of a lifetime, and he still lost. I'm just like, okay. So that's why, like, I think he shouldn't leave Japan without having that title. Period. Once he wins the title and then he loses it afterwards, again, my bad. No, but I mean like the double champ or a unified champ or whatever. But like, if he wins it again, just the one championship, he needs to hold it for a long reign, like you said. If he wins a double championship at any point in time, he should have that shit for a long ass time, and then he could leave. Because the whole thing about like when everybody was asking Tony Khan, like, oh, what about Jay White? Like this and that. He's like, he told us he had a 7-year contract back in 2018.
God
they don't know if it's true, but that's what he said in 2018 to AEW. Oh, I have a 7-year contract with New Japan. So that's what I'm saying. This whole thing you don't really know what's going on.
But
so maybe he
don't know when it started.
Maybe he's just doing it. That's the other thing. So maybe he's just he didn't say he signed a 7-year contract. He said he had a 7-year contract. But the thing is, he started with New Japan 8 years ago prior to that. So it really didn't. So maybe his shit was ending, or maybe he's renegotiating contract. You don't really know at this point.
And then it becomes contract tampering. Exactly. So that's some bullshit.
That's where you gotta.
Can I read your contract?
Exactly.
That's shitty.
Because of more news, because we're on New Japan. New Japan are supposed to be having. You told me that New Japan are supposed to be having shows, TV shows for the US and the UK relatively soon.
Yes. They've announced it. Maybe I think they announced it during
Wrestle Kingdom,
during New Year's Dash, and definitely during Wrestle Kingdom. They announced it, and as you said, they were using Jay White in these commercials for the show. So
yeah,
I'm ready for it. Like we said before, they have the LA dojo, they have the New Japan dojo. They might need another dojo out in the States alongside with the LA dojo. Maybe
New York
not.
Dojo. Fuck it, get an East Coast thing.
I honestly think that they should, because something anywhere, honestly, because you see WWE, they changed I think they changed the Thunderdome, and AEW is supposed to be going to Miami. Like after a while, you can't like, it's wrestling. You have to keep everybody on their toes and let people know, like, yeah, this is still a traveling business. Even though we can't travel this year, this is still a traveling business. So we're uprooting over here. And it's also a new environment. After a while, there's nothing else to do over here, or something else opens up in the world. Go see the world, honestly. And I honestly would want it to be maybe in the middle of nowhere for this time, because it's like, it's not like we can have crowds, but it'll be building something. So I don't know. Maybe in a city that's not a wrestling city, you turn it into a wrestling city, which is hard work. But definitely, I would say pick up some pieces that's hurting because of the pandemic, like the 2300 ECW arena. Like, that'd be amazing if anybody utilized that for this.
So they have the TV deals in place, or they're still working on TV deals?
I don't know. It sounds like an announcement.
Okay, like they're close to making a deal, pretty much. Like, it should be up and coming soon. Or maybe they have a deal. Maybe they have the deal and they just want to hold on to it for a little bit. Maybe it might be happening a little bit later this year. Like, probably, honestly speaking, they're probably waiting until maybe after WrestleMania or something like that. Who knows? Or maybe for their next pay-per-view, which would be Sakura Genesis.
Every time you say it.
Every time, because you know what? I had fucking tickets, but I had to give them up. It is what it is. But yeah, I guess so. And also because, I mean, we're talking about new stuff airing. Apparently, you were telling me that AEW is supposed to be starting to be aired in Africa. Do you know like what countries or the whole continent?
Oh my God. I do not know what countries, but if it is the whole continent,
that'd be awesome.
That'd be
awesome,
amazing.
mate.
That would really be amazing. I highly doubt that, and I think they just put out the press statement just to say, "Oh yeah, it's happening," but they didn't say what countries. They just said Africa. I hate when they do that because it's a very blanket statement. It's like, okay, yeah, we're gonna have it in the Americas. That's like, okay, which one? North, South, Central. And then people don't know, oh, that's a continent. I had no idea. Come on. Looking like me when I said, what did I say was in Africa? That was clearly not in Africa.
You know, the funny thing is, did I say Dubai? About that. You making sure? Yes, you said fucking Dubai. Fucking jerk.
Yes. I know I said something. I know it was something stupid. I forgot what it was.
Dummy.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything, but hey, if it comes to like I would assume it's gonna come to Nigeria, Ghana, Morocco, Egypt, South Africa, obviously, probably Benin, Congo. Like it's probably gonna come to. Unfortunately, it's probably gonna come to the ones that are more closely tied with Europe. Unfortunately, I'll probably say that much.
Yes.
Even though Europe, mostly colonized most of fucking Africa, but still, like, yeah, it's probably gonna come to
South Africa,
probably North Africa and West Africa, and obviously South Africa, the country. So it's most likely gonna be those. Yeah, Algeria might have it as well. So we'll see. But yeah, but
okay. So wait, I got it. It's official. TNT Drama is all in on All Elite Wrestling, as the fledgling promotion will be getting a weekly televised show from October. Okay, I don't know why. Okay,
nothing.
Should have proofread that.
Should have proofread it before saying. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I hate proofreading.
But yeah, I mean, we could probably get that news later. Like, we could probably just talk about it afterwards.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, after that, we can move on to Dark Side of the Ring coming up soon. Apparently, we have
more TV,
Stone Cold
more
Steve
TV.
Austin. Is supposed to be featuring in the Brian Pillman episode, correct?
Which is great. Yes, which is great. I'm happy. We're getting people like Austin. Like, we don't. It's not only like we're getting people like The Rock that's doing things outside of WWE, and not really. I don't want to say not caring, but just not being held, like basically being held to a certain regard in WWE and in the eyes of the fans of WWE and in wrestling. But he's still going outside. Yeah. Like the fact that he's still going outside to work with other people, like his podcast, he interviews other people of other companies. I love that, but the fact that he's doing it with different companies that may or may not have, most likely won't have any dealings with WWE, where or minimal, because they're gonna try to get videos and stuff like that. So I like that, and I'm sure WWE was just like, yeah. So I'm antsy, and I'm hyped to see what the episode looks like and what footage we get from Brian Pillman, because that's a lot. Well, from
I mean, hopefully WWE gives some good footage. I like the fact that Austin is.
I want more than that last those last promos, that last year of him being in WWE. I want more of WCW too. But that's the beginning. We'll see.
Yeah. No, I like the fact that he's on it. Like that's a big fucking name to have on it. The last big name that they had on it was Jericho as well. And he does the fucking, well, he did the narration last season, correct?
Yes, and Mankind. Foley did it for the first season.
So I wonder who they're gonna get. It'll be awesome if they get Austin to do the narration too for the whole season or something like that. But we'll see who they go with this year. If it's another well-known wrestler, like it'll be dope if they did like Lance Storm or something, or somebody like that you really know. I don't know. I'm just saying, like,
Lance Storm.
Keep going. But yeah, I know. Me listening to him, I think I probably just.
Exactly. That's the only thought that I had. That's why I start laughing because I know Lance like
So
a moment of silence. Like,
so who do you think would be good for the season 3 for narration? Like
Season 3
like a
narration.
wrestler. Because not everybody could do it. Because honestly speaking, like I'll be like, yo, get The Rock. I would get The Rock.
That's mad money for nothing, and not for nothing, but it's just mad money. I need a lot going into this if I'm gonna go and buy The Rock.
If I were The Rock though, I wouldn't even ask for that much because like you already have all the money in the fucking world at this point. Like let's be honest. Like I mean, you're not Jeff Bezos, but he was like the highest grossing fucking dude for like the last 2 years in movies and media. Like so.
And that's why he costs so much because it's not just money; it's the name, it's everything else he's connected to.
So why wouldn't that's what I mean? Like, why wouldn't you want to have The Rock as? That's what I'm saying. Like, not that Vice can't do it. It's just that I would love to see it. And you know, I mean, to get Chris Jericho was a huge fucking deal. Let's not beat around the bush. That was a pretty big fucking deal. He's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Like, let's.
It is a big deal, but at the same time, it's not a big deal being that it's a big deal, but it's not really that big of a deal behind the scenes because it's like, okay, it's not like an oversaturation of yourself in this time, but he wants to be seen everywhere. So it's very methodical where it's just like, okay, yes, I'm going to do this, but at the same time, I have aspirations. So I want to be in New Japan. I want to be the biggest name that start off this new wrestling company. I want to do that too. Oh, indie shows, I'll do those too. Like, it's not out of the ordinary. It's not that it's not a big
deal.
Who
would you pick?
Big deal. Ted DiBiase. I would try to get Ted DiBiase just for the voice. I'm trying to think of like voices in wrestling that are memorable. Jake the Snake.
Not with that voice anymore.
No,
I'm sorry.
No, but like, think of
what about Jeff Jarrett?
Come on. I don't know. He's maybe, but he's in the realm of WWE producers at the moment. So I don't know.
True. All right, we can get back to that.
Like I said, I'm thinking about voices. I'm thinking about like if you're not listening, if you're not watching TV and the Allstate commercial come on, something like that, where it's just like, oh shit, like you want to pay attention.
Get the Allstate guy. Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah.
Honestly,
get the Allstate guy.
Yeah,
that would. You could get Morgan Freeman. You could get who else can you get?
But it's also connections to wrestling. I want a connection to wrestling and connection.
No, yeah, I get it. David Attenborough, the one that does the BBC Life stuff, Planet Earth, and all that stuff. Imagine him talking about wrestling. That would be so fucking funny, but dope at the same time.
That is so stupid.
That'd be. You know what? They should make a fucking wrestling BBC thing, but like do it kind of like Planet Earth within the wrestling thing, like in the backstage while they're performing. That would be awesome. I just gave an idea away, and it's gonna be taken now. Fuck. Anyways, I know. Like, oh shit! Yeah.
It's just like, look at him as he climbs the turnbuckle.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That
would be amazing. Yeah.
It
depends on the audience. There's many different things that could happen.
It's a parody and mixture, but also a documentary at the same time. Like that'll be pretty fucking dope. Either way. But yeah, we can move on.
Did you say documentary? One thing. David Arquette. You cannot kill David Arquette. His documentary is on Hulu at the moment.
I'd kill him.
So
I won't kill him, but
I hate you. But yeah, if you want to watch, you can watch it there.
I've been meaning to watch it. Was it any good?
Yeah, was it good? It's very interesting. It's like
very interesting is doesn't equate to being good. But is it like, what would you rate it out of 10?
I would give it a 7.5.
That's not bad.
Because it has history of the thousands. It's okay. Him as someone who likes it, he gets into the business. Someone who is already a performer is let into the business, and some people are like he's a big name, so he's let into the business. Like all of the like a little bit of the crazy shit, and then just the respect level goes up as you watch it and you see certain things. Like the first match that he had on the documentary, these are kids and the kids don't respect him. It's like
let's not talk about it. I'll go watch it. I'll go watch it.
They earned
he earned respect.
They earned his respect. So yeah.
Okay.
So I give him that in that portion. So yeah, what's next? What's next?
Okay, so we're moving on to one of the weekend's big things. I mean, they both happened on the same day, to be honest with you. So we're just going in chronological order at this point. So we had UFC on ABC. Yes, ABC had a UFC event all the way from Fight Island in Dubai. Holloway versus Kattar. Very good. Very good. Honestly, it was a very good card overall.
Quick question.
What? Don't get into the last fight already. We're just gonna run through the card, and then we can talk about it afterwards. So we're running through the card. The first on the main card that we actually just watched recently, not really quickly, because they were all first round knockouts. Middleweight, we had, I don't know how to say his name, is Paulenye or Punahele Soriano versus Dusko Todorovic and Punalenye or Soriano. I'm just going to say Soriano. Soriano ended up winning in round 1 TKO at 4 minutes and 48 seconds. After that, we had middleweight Joaquin Buckley going up against Alessio Di Chirico. Yeah, Di Chirico. And he got knocked the fuck out in 2 minutes and 12 seconds with a very fierce leg kick. Really good match. After that, we had at welterweight Jing Liang Ji. No, sorry. Jing Liang Li.
Oh,
Jing
Lee.
Lee, yeah.
The winner.
Go with Lee. Yeah. Lee defeated Santiago Ponzibili, whatever. Santiago. Lee defeated Santiago. I'm not going to go with that last name. In round 1, again, 4 minutes and 25 seconds with a nasty short left hook. Great fight. He just put him on his ass, and you just saw he was like...
They looked like they ran into each other.
We could go back and watch it again.
No, it does, but it doesn't. It just looked like
fast the left
clash.
Was.
Yes, and a clash and a quick recoil because they bounced.
They
both
went in.
Back.
He went in with the left hook and got him, and he dropped him. After the right straight.
They both moved into it.
Yeah. After that, we had welterweight the co-main event. We had Carlos Condit versus Matt Brown. Carlos won the decision. Won in decision round 3. Went all 3 rounds, and after that, we had the main event. Probably one of the fights of the year. I could probably say easily. And this is the fucked up thing. It's not like fight of the year where it was truly going back and forth the whole time. It's just probably Max Holloway.
It was abuse of the year.
Fight. It was an abusive fight. I'm not gonna lie, because when I was watching this, we had Max Holloway versus Calvin Kattar, and
Quick question.
Max Holloway's a beast. He got hands, man. He got hands. He is the best boxer in the UFC. This is the best boxing I've seen. What's the question?
So this is the question I was gonna ask. Right? Would you have thrown in the towel
in round 4? Absolutely. You should. Absolutely.
Yeah. If I'm making it to round 5, I'm going those 5 minutes.
No, exactly. Yeah. I understand getting into round 5. So first and foremost, Max Holloway usually starts slow. He usually starts slowly and works his way up, and then he goes around round 2, round 3. That's when he really starts going, because the man has fucking 8 lungs. He just keeps going. Max Holloway went right off the bat this time. He was like, nah, fuck this. I lost my belt. I'm coming back for this shit. I want to, show that I'm coming back for it. And, bro, the fuck? I think he had, 54 strikes in the first round? Just 54 hits or some shit like that? Or at least 54 thrown in the first round? 54 significant strikes in the first round. So that's just
because by the second round he had 500.
So put it this way: total strikes for Max Holloway in 5 rounds of combat, 746 total strikes. 59% of those 60% of those landed. So 447 actually landed. He punched or kicked Calvin Kattar 447 times in 25 minutes.
Or elbow.
Oh, those elbows.
Because, oh my God, the elbows on the gate.
Compared to what happened to what Calvin Kattar did, 284 total strikes out of 284, he only hit 134. So you're starting to really understand the disparity in what actually happened. Pretty much, Max Holloway beat the shit out of Calvin Kattar. And 100%.
Wait, hold on. I got to do math. You said more than 700 for
746 and 284. Yeah, 746 thrown. He threw 746 strikes. He landed 60% of those at 447. Calvin Kattar threw 284 total strikes throughout the whole match. Only landed 134, which is still a respectable 47%. You're almost hitting every other time. But the fucking ratio
matter.
No, at that point it does not matter because you got hit 4 times the amount, almost 3.5 times the amount that you threw out. That's ridiculous output.
I'm just looking at the number just on paper. That number looks fucking crazy.
He beat the shit out of him. And all respect to Calvin Kattar for not going down. Like, for not, throwing.
Yeah, he didn't go down.
He didn't go down. And this is the other part. This is where I started talking about throwing in the towel and or Herb Dean should have stopped the fight in the 4th round. Because there was a whole ass 2 minutes of him just getting his ass beat against the fucking cage. The elbows were raining in. That first elbow was something so fierce that I was just like, if that would have hit me, I would have died. Because immediately, as soon as he hit that elbow, blood came out immediately. And I was just like,
yes, like right above the hairline.
Like, he got his ass beat for 2 minutes straight in the 4th round. Now, I understand Calvin Kattar could take hits. I understand that he still had some fight left in him, and he was swinging back occasionally. But bro, it was 2 minutes of just landing at will. He was getting landed upon at will, getting hit left and right, and it was just like, Herb Dean, what are you doing? Like, I know you've seen him in action. I know you know what type of fighter he is. I know that he could take this amount of hits, but at a certain point, as a referee, and even as the fucking the corners, stop the fight or throw in the towel. There was no need to go to a 5th round because more of the same was going to happen, and more of the same did happen at the end of the day. To the point where he got no look punched while he was talking to commentary. Fucking Max Holloway was just like, yeah, I'm the best boxer in this shit. Looking at commentary, punched him and still moved out the fucking way.
And
like,
still
how? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He throws the punch, literally looking that way, and still goes, slips it, comes back, and hits him again. And I'm just like, the reaction that shit got from me, I fucking lost it because I'm like, you don't do that to somebody. One, is it disrespectful? Kind of, yeah. 2, to the point where it's not disrespectful because he's that good with his hands. And if you didn't want to get hit, then you wouldn't get hit. I felt it in my soul when he did that.
I felt the disrespect though.
That's what I'm saying. I felt the disrespect. I was just like, dude, because like you're talking to commentary, but there's still 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the fight.
Yeah.
You know damn well he already won the fight. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But then
remember, like in the text, I told you.
Slip, punch, and still keeps going. Still talking shit to the commentary. And it's like, that was a performance of a lifetime. I was happy I saw that. It's probably one of the best performances that we're going to see this year. Barring Conor McGregor coming back and fighting Dustin Poirier at UFC 257, I believe. But, which is, I don't know when that is. That should be soon, right? Because I can't miss that one. 257 is this Saturday, by the way. So because we are talking about that now, we could just preview the card real quick. Yeah, it's this upcoming Saturday. Thank God I looked it up because, hey, guess who's back? fucking McGregor is back. So this week we have moving forward, UFC 257. We have Marina Rodriguez in women's strawweight going up against Amanda Ribas. After that, in lightweight bout, we have Matt Frivola going up against Atman Azaitar. I don't know how to say your last name. Sorry if I butchered it. Then we have women's flyweight. Jessica Ai versus Joanne Calderwood. Jessica Ai is pretty good. Then at lightweight, co-main event, we have Dan Hooker versus Michael Chandler. And then at the main event of the night, we have Conor McGregor, who is now ranked 15th in lightweight because he's been, he left and now he came back. Against number 2 Dustin Poirier. And they've had a fight before. And God, I can't wait to watch. 10 p.m. EST. So we'll be watching. I need to see. I hope Conor McGregor comes, because apparently Conor McGregor has been putting in that work. And he's been quiet. He's been somewhat quiet. He's been way quieter than usual leading up to a fight. Let's not pretend.
Yeah.
He has been super quiet, so he's probably just gonna come out and let's see what he does.
That's not normal. Him being quiet is not normal.
And that should be an indication that he's coming. He's coming to fucking swing.
It is, but at the same time, did he get a little is he a little humbled?
Maybe. Who knows?
Because I think
then again, he was talking shit, saying that that Khabib retired too soon because he didn't want to fight him after coming back. So who knows? That's the only thing he said recently leading up to the fight, and it wasn't even about Dustin Poirier. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Because he wants redemption.
He does. I don't blame him. And maybe, you don't know, maybe Khabib has one final fight in there. Because one of the things his dad did want him to do also was retire at 30-0. He's only 29-0, so you don't know. But then again, he doesn't want to fight without his dad. So there's a whole thing. Maybe if Dana offers him like $30 million just for the fight, maybe he comes back. Who knows? We don't know. We just got to see what happens.
Anything possible.
But yeah, UFC 257 this weekend, this Saturday. January 23rd at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you watch that because Connor's back, bitches. Anyways, I don't know if you heard me. Okay, so Connor's back, bitches. So moving on to action.
Yes, you said a bad word.
I did. We're moving on to Impact's Hard to Kill.
Impact Wrestling.
See how I said that, just like Steven Seagal.
Don't
Steven
do
Seagal
that.
pay-per-view. I mean, it started off like
you text me that shit. I was like, wait, what? We got some Steven Seagal shit too. We Steven Seagal shit.
We do.
Did you watch the Ethan Page versus the Karate Man? That was some.
Well,
Steven
no,
Seagal shit.
we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
You know what it was.
We'll get to it.
Okay, well, fuck it. Let's talk about it.
So, first match of the night, we had Crazy Steve and Rosemary defeating Tennille Dashwood and Caleb. So this is one of the fights where I started falling asleep on. I'm not going to lie, because I was kind of bored. Who the fuck is Caleb with a K? Sorry, it's Caleb with a K, apparently.
I told you it was Caleb.
Not to ask. Maybe he's just a little, maybe he's a little just flamboyant. Is he gay or not?
I don't know.
I'm not entirely sure.
I haven't.
I didn't look into it. I didn't look into it. If he's just flamboyant, cool. We've seen flamboyant characters. We have fucking Dalton Castle.
I think that's.
Yeah, he might just be flamboyant, so it's all good. Obviously we have Velveteen Dream, also very flamboyant. So it's nothing new. But if he is gay, then he's
remember gay. Rico.
No, I don't actually. I don't. So after that,
I could be wrong.
Maybe. I don't know. So after that, we had the Old School Rules 6-man tag team match, which I don't know what the fuck that meant, to be honest with you. We had Eric Young, Diener, and Joe Doring defeating Cousin Jake, Rhino, and Tommy Dreamer. First and foremost, I just want to say, why the fuck is Tommy Dreamer still wrestling? He doesn't move that well. I was watching the match, and he's not moving very well. Like, I get you have a love for it. I understand. I get it. And you help
produce the fuck out of something. Honestly.
yeah, like I think your time's up in terms of actually wrestling, like
in ring.
in ring. Yeah, it kind of hurts me to actually watch him because I've seen him for a long fucking. We've seen him for 30 fucking years. Like, let's be honest, he's been wrestling as long as I've been alive. So, like you can see it in his movements. Yes, he can still move. He probably still moves better than Undertaker, but still, it's not that far off.
Is good for.
It's not that far off.
He's great. He's really. He's great for his age.
Yeah,
he's great for his age of a wrestler. Yes, he is. But either go somewhere bigger or stop because it's not. It's not that it's not productive or conducive because he's still great, but at the same time, this is the same way I talk about the old Lions from New Japan. So I get it.
But they're more fit though. They're actually, I'm sorry, they take care of themselves more. Let's be real. It's Japan.
That is a Japanese trade. They do take care of themselves.
Because if we're gonna start talking about old Lions, you could pretty much put fucking Suzuki in there. Look at that motherfucker.
He like 55, 56 and stuff.
He's 51.
Yeah, no,
51.
Certain. I don't know. Either way, certain old Lions from New Japan and certain wrestlers sprinkled around.
Like
States.
I get it.
Like honestly,
he's mainly filling talent. I understand that at this point. Like I get it, but like.
And this is where I come to say I understand WWE when they let go certain people, not all people. No, certain people, certain talent. Like I completely understand WWE not getting rid of, but
like, bro, I just don't want you to get
rid
hurt.
of the older talent.
I just don't want you to get hurt. That's what it is at this point. Like you've done amazing. You've had an amazing career. Like there's nobody that'll ever fucking, like every locker room you go into, you're well respected. Everybody understands that. Everybody gets it. But it's just like, I just don't want him to get hurt. That's it.
Yeah, he debuted in October '89.
I wasn't even born. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was born 3 months after the fact. So that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Like he's fucking great, but at the same time, it's like take care of your body, do something else, figure something else out, and make money off of wrestling. Yeah. In a much different way,
bro. Honestly, make a wrestling school. Like I don't know if he has a wrestling school, but like open one up or partner with somebody. Like, there's ways to do things.
Oh, if
we're getting bogged down in this, I want to keep going. Bring it back.
If I remember correctly, House of Glory or House of Hardcore, one of those two, he was involved with. Like I said, if I remember correctly.
Go back.
So I don't know.
I just don't want him to get hurt. That's what it is. That's it. That's it. So
all right, and that
we had match number 3. Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championship. We had Kiara Hogan and Tasha Steelz defeating Havoc and Nevaeh to win the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championship. Congratulations to Tasha Steelz and Kiara Hogan. Don't know Kiara Hogan, but we know Tasha Steelz. Congratulations. So that's a big.
We're aware of her.
Yeah. Huh? What do you mean we're aware of her?
So we are aware of Kiara Hogan. Kiara Hogan is really dope. She's trained.
No, she's good.
Yeah, she trained with Booker T. Booker T trained her.
Good. So
reality of wrestling.
It's good to see somebody that we met in the indie circuit now really being like on TV and winning championships and shit. It's pretty fucking cool to see that. So congratulations to you.
It is.
And yeah.
I only have this sad.
Thanks for the quick interview too. So yeah. That's also too. Yeah.
Yes. I only have like this sad flurry of emotions because what we got to do in 2019, we got to do a little bit in 2020. Not really. Maybe like two things. We didn't do anything in 2020, did we?
Not really. When did we go to the House of Glory show? I think that might have been the only thing in 2020 in Queens.
That was early December. That was like December 9th or 12th or something
that like that. Count. That's 2019. So yeah, we did most of our shit in 2019. We did a lot in 2019. So moving on after that, we had a surprise. We had a surprise match with Matt Cardona showing up and defeating Ace Austin with the Madman Fulton.
Fulton, yeah. Just regular, like Fulton Ave.
No. Oh wait, Ace Austin had somebody with him, so that's his name, Madman Fulton, right?
Yes.
So he got a DQ, and that's what happened. I remember now. I was just like, Ace Austin, why you sound like Seth Rollins? Please don't. After that, we had the Impact X Division Championship. Really good fucking match. He kind of does. Like a younger version. Impact X Division Championship match, which was really good. Manic defeating Chris Bay and Rohit Raju. Rohit Raju is kind of a fucking beast. Like the man's a beast. So he gained a fan. Like I was just like, okay, oh, they're cool. Chris Bay, whatever.
No, I've been
Manic
with him for a minute. He's dope. He's
Manic,
dope. He's
AKA
been around like
fucking
TJP.
Yeah, AKA TJP. Like why? You look less like a shit baby, so I'll say that much. Like, so that's cool.
With the face paint or with the mask?
Yeah, keep the face paint going. Like both. Fuck it, keep the face paint going at this point. I like that, they centered around trying to take his, well, at least Rohit was trying to take off his mask. And when he took off the mask, like face paint could kind of alter the view of somebody, and like he kind of didn't look like himself, so which was cool. So it kind of still played upon that. But really good match overall. I
didn't care for that. I didn't care for commentary trying to say, oh, is it TJP or is it not? I don't like it because as far as the costuming go, as far as the attire go, it does not change anything. If you know TJP's tattoos, you know TJP.
Exactly.
It's all the same.
So that's why it should have been. And he still had the hoodie and everything. So it's like you should have completely changed their look, honestly. Even with the tattoos, even if you just wanted to go without a shirt and something else. But like, yes, you could tell you're TJP, obviously, but at the same time,
this is like the bad version.
A bit.
It's like the bad version of Jeff Hardy and Willow.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say it's a bad version. I don't want it to be that. I want it to be something that's very different, and it can still be how to get there. That's not my job, but something can happen with this. I like it outside of that one thing. Like, if you're gonna make it seem like it's not him, make it seem like it's not him.
Yeah, do something different. Like, change his attire, do something like completely different.
And I like it either way. I mean,
it works. It works. I'm not saying that it doesn't. It's just like you could further enhance the whole story, like to make it like, oh, who the fuck is this actually? Like, give glimpses of the tattoos, make it be like, oh, maybe it's TJP, but like it's not. So to actually have that thing. But I'm guessing they're banking on mainly just a story like clearly it's TJP, but that kind of gets stale after a while. After the first minute of the whole fucking match, I was like, all right, stop mentioning that shit. D'Lo Brown was kind of annoying the shit out of me. So we'll get to that afterwards too.
Yeah, we'll talk about commentary after.
Yeah. So after that, we had the Impact Knockouts Championship. Deonna Purrazzo defeating Taya Valkyrie to retain her championship. Deonna Purrazzo was putting in that fucking work. That girl's fucking good, man. Good. And the other thing is like Taya Valkyrie's a fucking beast too. Like, let's not front. Yeah. She held that fucking title for God knows how long. So
from like 16, 17, no, not 16, 17, like 17, 18, I think.
Until she was lost one of to fucking, who did she lose it to? I don't remember, but she had that title the longest, for sure. And in
the last year, in the last year she was holding that division down as well too. So.
Deonna Purrazzo put in that work. She's been getting better and better. And I don't think she's lost yet. And she just gets better and better as she goes. Like her chain wrestling is fucking ridiculous. Her technicality is insane. And that fucking double Fujiwara armbar that she got her in at the end to make her tap, I was just like, I can't even put my fucking arms back. That fucking that just looked like it hurt. I would have yelled I quit too right then and there. Like,
the Rings of Saturn. Oh my God.
Was that the Rings of Saturn?
Yes. That used to be the Rings of Saturn.
My bad. Then
No, it's the same thing. That's the original name.
That's the name. Okay.
Perry Saturn used to do that. Like, that's how I remember it.
Out. Like, me just even going back this far, my muscles are already constricted. Like, it hurts. It's just ouch. Like, fuck. Like, that looked painful. And the thing is, Taya Valkyrie is she's a thick girl. She's big. Like, so for her arms to be all the way back, like bent that way, like chicken wings. Oh, fuck. Like, that shit hurt. So I was just like, quit, girl, quit. And then she's like, like, I'm done. She quit. I was like, thank God. So after that, we had
They had a really great match. I don't want to.
It was
I
a
don't.
good match. It was a really
It,
good
it
match.
it didn't feel like a woman's match or a men's match. It just felt like a really
No,
good
it
fucking
felt like
match.
their match. Yeah,
And
absolutely.
and honestly, that's what Deanna has been doing in the last in the last going on a year now, being that she just got out of WWE around one of their
And she
releases or
was in
whatever.
NXT.
Yes.
Fucking idiots.
But also was Ty Conti, who's in AEW at the moment. Like
yeah.
we know what WWE is. WWE is it just hoards talent. So they're gonna have everybody in.
But you know what the good thing is? It helps them get better too. So they could so they're technically in a wrestling school, even if they're in the contract that's a good thing.
I like that WWE is not elitist in that way when they could be.
Yeah, absolutely. Like if you're not gonna work with us, we're not gonna take you in. But like they might as well. Yeah. I get what
they're taking everybody. They're taking everybody. Honestly, so, I like that. I love that.
After this match, we had the Karate Man defeating Ethan Page. Like
be a murder. He want to be a murder.
Why?
Honestly,
I was gonna text you, but I was just like, no.
I was gonna text you too. I was gonna say, make sure you watch the one match.
I almost fucking fast forwarded it, and I was just like,
I almost did so. I almost went away, but I was like, oh, this is. So
wasn't paying much attention to it, to be honest with you, but like at the parts that I would look up, I'm just like, why? But it's funny. He did use like the fucking movements from Mortal Kombat and shit, which did give it some credence, but it did make me laugh when
Mortal Kombat is coming out.
Yeah. So like I get it.
I got more Street Fighter vibes.
But no, that was straight up Mortal Kombat. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Oh
yeah, when he was like in the back with his legs. Yeah, that was all Mortal Kombat.
He was really on his back.
Yeah, I was just like, this is ridiculous.
Even Page said that shit was hot garbage.
I was so. He said it himself. That was hot garbage, and that's a fucking crazy thing. Like
he said that Impact lied to him.
Wait, so he put it together, gave it to Impact. Impact was like, "Yeah, it's great," and then after he saw it, he was just like, "Why?"
I love that shit. That was amazing to me because I was like, "Okay, it's the jokey shit we need sometimes."
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, you're right.
Yeah, then it's like, okay, it wasn't done in bad taste, and it was done poorly on purpose. Like this,
and it didn't take itself serious. Yeah, that's the fun thing about it.
Even if you know Ethan Page and the Karate Man gimmick and the whole thing, like if you know of that, like it's his.
I didn't know shit about it, but I was just watching it. Like
I know like 5%. I know that it's a thing from his YouTube show. That's all I know.
Got it.
And the fact that they did this, I watched it. I was kind of mad, and then I enjoyed it too.
I mean, after a while, like I was just like, all right, fine. I was like, okay, whatever.
Just don't overkill it. Don't overkill it. But
I think it ended right when it needed to. So I was just like, all right, this shouldn't go on for much longer than it ended when it did. I was like, okay, cool. But yeah, I was like, what the fuck, man. After that, we had the barbed wire massacre match, which Eddie Edwards and Sami Callihan. Eddie Edwards got the win.
Oh my God! Why did I like this? I was so mad that I liked this.
Why? Like it's like,
and it's not that I was mad that I like this. It's just what we were saying last week. Where like, okay, enough is enough.
No, it was a good match. It was a good match.
They put on great matches, but at the same time, I'm still watching it like this is great. And
no, it was great to watch. Yeah.
Split this down the middle, insert two other wrestlers so these two wrestlers can fight someone else in the same style. Like it is great, honestly. It was great.
It was a good match. I enjoyed watching it.
Yes. I like the hardcore death match thing. I've always enjoyed that, but like to see it in a different way right now,
because the last time we saw like something legit like this was in AEW with Kenny and Moxley. So it was good. I wish it would have had more, but overall, like it was still really, really good. Like it was a good match to watch. Some people don't like the hardcore. Some people don't like, oh, this isn't real wrestling, blah, blah. I get that. But at the end of the day, just suck it up and watch the fucking match, It was a good
Did
match.
you see? Did you see when he got guillotined by the fucking metal?
Oh my god! I was like, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, how are you not dead?
And
Like
mind you, those are the
I
same things
jumped
that's
out of
in
my
the
seat.
rope, but
Yeah,
it's
I
not.
jumped out of my seat the same way. Like I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like
Mm-hmm.
you could have thrashed your like anything bad could have happened. You could have broke your fucking neck. You could like,
Yeah,
or maybe it was just done so well that it looked like that happened.
it was done very well because it
Yeah,
wasn't done with like the same amount of pressure as if it was going to happen on a
yeah.
regular ring ropes.
But yeah, it scared the shit out of me. I was like, what the fuck, dude? But
Yeah,
the fact that he was still standing, I was like, okay, like, you know, he was still like, but like he was still standing, so it meant like, you know, he didn't really take it the way it looked. So
I like commentary in a couple of matches. I like them in this match.
yeah, they were good in this match. They were good. I'm not gonna lie. In this match, they were good. And after this, we had the main event. We had Kenny Omega, Doc Gallows, and Carl Anderson with Don Callis defeating Rich Swann, Chris Sabin, and Moose. So you gotta do the Moose.
Choo choo. I don't know why choo choo.
I don't know why he does that. When
I never knew that.
Moose.
Like I never even thought about that until now.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Why do you do that? Anyways, so a couple quick questions. I'm just gonna throw them at you. Number one, it's not really a question, but something I observed. Rich Swann looks a lot better without a fucking mustache. Never put the mustache back again. You just looked weird with the mustache before.
Okay, so
he looks regular.
One thing that I've noticed, right?
With Rich Swann.
I feel like with Rich Swann. I think he's as a title holder, I think he's just a name.
He's a placeholder.
Yeah. Because he's not that high on notoriety for one. He is a good wrestler. I just don't think that this is the guy that you want to have. Not in a bad way. I don't think this is a guy that.
No, but he's not the face.
I don't think he has the look.
No,
it's not. That's what it is. I don't think he has the look of somebody that you want to say this is the guy that's not run my company, that represents my company, he's the champion of all these wrestlers. I don't think he has that look, whether it's cut up, whether it's strength or it's just
like he's not a Nick Aldis, he's not a Kenny, he's not a Moose. He's not like when you look at somebody that would be the champ. When you look at Moose next to him, it's like,
why is not Moose the champ?
And again, not to take it away from him because he obviously earned it.
I like him.
He fought and he's good. He's good in the ring. He did some great shit in that match. It's just that I get what you mean. I get it. But again,
as far as looks, that's it.
People would say don't judge the book by its cover. People would be like, oh, you're being disrespectful, blah blah. Again, we're not trying to be. It's just more so.
This is the thing, right? We haven't said the worst about him. We haven't said the best about him. So he is a great wrestler. He plays the part. He can do it. That's not the question. My only thing is he just doesn't have the look at this moment.
But let's be honest.
And that's just one thing. Everything else, I think he's very capable as a champion. Okay. Maybe even as a world champion. I think he's very capable of being this champion. He's had good matches. He had great matches.
You just need something more. There's just something missing. Yeah, I get it.
He has the personality. He's somebody that you want to be around to have fun. He comes out, he does the Thriller dance. I'm indifferent about it, but I get it. I like it for the fact that it shows his personality, that he's a cool guy, that he's a party guy. He can bring that energy. As a champion, you have to be able to bring that energy. You need to be able to reroute some shit. I'm just saying, in the world of
there's something missing in his look. Yeah, I get it.
Me personally,
if you want to go the vanity route, I get it.
Yes, and I'm somebody who has hair, but the hair is very.
If you want to be Vince, I get it. Like that's what you're kind of being. Right? I get it. The other question.
I still go with Moose.
No, obviously, yeah. How did you feel about Kenny, Doc, and Carl having the Bullet Club shit on?
I think that was jabs. I'm not really jabs. I think it was.
Continue.
I think it was more so like a nod, like, okay,
This is where we all came from.
Yes, we are Bullet Club, and it's bigger than whoever is actively Bullet Club where it originated right now. It's bigger than them. And
like once Bullet Club, always Bullet Club?
Yes, and I am the biggest name of Bullet Club. So like when we were talking in the last couple of weeks about where does wrestling go from here, I think it goes with more cross promotion because
clearly
I think it's happening now because Tama Tonga is still shitting on them as well, not really, like he's still interacting with them as far as the Bullet Club thing and it names. So my
thing is, it's an easier way to interact, cross promotion, like you said, because of the fact that, let's be honest, is Finn Balor the NXT champion?
Yes, he is.
Okay. AEW champion is Kenny. Fucking AEW tag team champions, Young Bucks.
That's 4.
Tag team champion.
Oh, you're counting the title.
Yeah.
You're counting the titles or the people?
People.
Okay, yeah, so that's 5.
That's 5. Yeah. Tag team no, what are you talking about? That's not 5.
You counted the tag titles, but you didn't count both members. That's why I was asking, are you counting the titles or are you counting the people?
I am. So I said Finn Balor.
You still didn't answer the question. Which one are you counting, the people?
Yes, people with their titles. People with the title. Finn, Kenny, the Young Bucks, that's 4.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's 4. Then you have fucking these guys, the Good Brothers. Then you have the Tongans. The Tongans are champions. And if you want to semi-include who's the TNT champion?
The juniors.
Who's the TNT champion?
Darby.
Okay, no. So if you want to include the juniors, well,
almost.
Yeah.
That's 8.
That's 8 champions. That's 8 champions across the board right now, bro. Throughout the biggest wrestling promotions right now.
I would really love it.
If for some reason fucking AJ Styles had a championship right now, isn't he the Intercontinental champion? No? Who's the Intercontinental champion?
Intercontinental champion is, I think, Big E. No. Big E took it from Sammy. Who took it from Hardy. Yes, Big E.
Okay.
Big E out here champion.
Imagine if AJ Styles had the fucking championship, that would be 9. But they have 8 of big titles. That's a big fucking deal. And it was a good match. Getting back to the match overall, it was a great match.
Does New Japan Bullet Club Juniors have it? No, not yet. LP and
Fantasma and Taiji Ishimori are going for it.
Yes.
So if they win that next, that's fucking 10 people holding titles.
Oh yeah.
That's 10 overall people, Bullet Club associated, holding titles across multiple promotions.
One thing, right? Okay, so they already announced the Impact Wrestling's next pay-per-view. It's called Rebellion, right? It has the Omega logo in it. What is happening?
He gets a championship match. No, I think he gets a championship match because of the fact that he pinned the champion. In any wrestling promotion, regardless of you being on another promotion or whatever, or cross promotion, if you actively pin the champion in any type of match, you should automatically be number 1 contender. So if Rebellion has an Omega symbol, that means he's coming for that belt. And once I saw him pin him after he got him with the one-winged angel, I was like, you're number 1 contender, bro. Straight up, number 1 contender. That's it. There's no other ifs, ands, or buts. That's what I expect to happen next. And I actually expect him, if he's gonna keep going for it, I actually expect him to win. Quest for Gold, he has to win that title. It's that simple.
One thing.
Because then he'll have the AEW Championship, AAA, and then Impact.
But it's Rich Swann.
What does that mean?
If the match doesn't, no. Okay.
Doesn't matter. You'll be a triple champ.
No, this is what it means. But it's Rich Swann. 1, is the match going to matter because it's Rich Swann? 2, I can't wait to see how great he makes Rich Swann look. Those are the two things that I'm saying.
The other
Because it's
thing,
Kenny.
the other thing you can put into this, before the match started, you had Don Callis talking with Moose, like, "Yo, be a team player. It's money. Blah blah blah. This and that." I could see Moose injecting himself to the title picture, like, "Yo, I had first dibs. Fuck out of here." Blah blah. And you make a triple threat match or something. Who knows what we'll see coming up? There's multiple ways of doing shit now, but at the end of the day, if Kenny could become a triple champ, AAA, AEW, and fucking Impact, that's the best start to any year, period.
Like, it is in April, but yes, it is the best start because April is what? That's just the second quarter of the year.
Yeah.
But
that'd be fucking crazy.
And then to have a great match with a, for lack of a better term, a WWE throwaway. Because that's how some people look at Rich Swann.
Yeah, absolutely. I get that. I get it.
So I'm really looking forward to that match. And one thing I brought that up to say what I really want from Bullet Club is, if it doesn't have to happen, but if we can all get like one, like everyone, all of those champions that you just named, if they can all get a shirt or multiple shirts with one overlapping design, like the Bullet Club logo. If they're all able to use that in
that'd be dope if they have all the titles across the thing. That'd be so fucking lit. Like, that'd be dope. All the titles of the Bullet Club stuff.
On a shirt?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, just belt after belt after belt. Just like on the shirt lined up, it says Bullet Club at the top, and then it has all 8 belts. Or what? Not 8 belts, but all the belts underneath. It says Bullet, and then it says Club at the bottom, and then it has all the belts. Like, that'd be something dope, because then you could really start going to cross promotion that we want. We want New Japan working with AEW. We want New Japan working with Impact at this time too, because it just makes more sense. We're not really getting shit out of Ring of Honor at this point. Might as well just
tiny bit,
have it work together. And the other thing is Okada on a what's it called, on a podcast or an interview I think he had. He said, he was like, "Yo, in the next couple of years, I would really love to see a cross promotion mega event like WWE, AEW, New Japan, Impact, Ring of Honor, Rev Pro. Like, there needs to be a super show together." This is him fucking saying that. This is fucking Rainmaker, one of the best wrestlers in the world, saying that.
If we could get a super card of honor, but instead of like,
you do G1 Supercard again.
Yes, another G1 Supercard, and we could get like, remember, that was supposed to be 4 brands working together. That was supposed to be New Japan, Impact. I think Impact was supposed to be a part of that. At one point, I think CMLL was supposed. CMLL is regularly a part of the tours and the cross promoting with New Japan, so as well as Ring of Honor. So it's gonna happen. It's happening.
My other real quick reason why I think it's gonna happen with New Japan and AEW is Quest for Gold, right? Right.
That's a New Japan thing.
But not even that. His best friend is double champ over there.
The
Kota
inmates
Ibushi
are running the asylum.
Kota Ibushi is his best friend over there. So
yeah.
You want the gold, you're gonna have to go after your best friend too. It's that simple. Yeah. So let's see what happens. I think Impact did a really good job setting this up. In terms of Hard to Kill did a really good time in terms of setting all that shit up. I hope to see it soon. Whatever, So I actually, I give it like a 7.5 to fucking pay-per-view overall.
Really
I enjoyed it. The first 2 were kind of a snoozer, but then it picked up in pace and it picked up in overall, so I was cool with it.
Yeah, the first 2, because there was a match that we didn't announce. There was Brian Myers versus Josh Alexander. I didn't see that either. But yes, the first.
So around the Impact Knockouts tag team, that's when everybody started paying attention. So
yes, that's where we started paying attention, and that's where Fire and Flavor.
Yeah, so
picked up.
Yeah, I think that's it. We talked about a lot. You shouldn't have shit left to talk about. We're already over an hour talking.
We didn't.
No,
Darby
we talked
Brian
about
Cake's title match. That
good
is
for
it.
him.
Oh,
great.
No, that was a great fucking match.
Oh, it happened already? Okay. Oh, fuck. I meant to watch that one, too. He's supposed to get destroyed.
Shit.
Yeah, I know. Hey, I watched Impact. Hard to Kill, right? I watched the pay-per-view.
This is true. And then you spoke so highly about it. You spoke so highly about it.
It was actually pretty good. That's why. So
you said you give it a 7.
7.5, I said. Exactly. So, yeah. But, yeah, with that shocker, thank you so much for watching. You can follow us on Twitter at Pokes and Chokes, myself _Mr. Alex75 _ the guy on the other side at
NU _ KEWLA. Are you gonna thank me too for no tangents?
No, go fuck yourself. It's fine. Facebook.com / Pokes and Chokes.
It was your tangent this time.
I know. Facebook.com / Pokes and Chokes. On Instagram at Pokes Chokes Podcast. You could listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher and Transistor FM. And click the link tree below. Click the link tree below and in the comments, and takes you to the whole Eye Pokes and Head Chokes hub. And once again, thanks for watching. We're gonna catch you guys next week. We're probably gonna end up previewing Royal Rumble and talking about UFC 257. So along with other news, obviously. So yeah, thanks again for watching.
What's this other news though?
I don't fucking know. Bye. Jerk.